According to a Wall Street Journal report back in June and a more recent post on Tom's Hardware, Meta Quest 4 isn't coming until 2027. Instead, Meta will be launching an open interface lightweight headset currently known as Puffin, and it's going to be lightweight due to CompuPuck, and it will be priced around $1,000. And this is clearly Meta's way of trying to win the Apple Vision Pro audience. Apple Vision Pro users want fantastic fidelity with a focus on mixed reality and augmented reality, with no real focus on virtual reality, especially gaming. They are looking for ways to work better and enjoy immersive entertainment. Meta clearly sees the AVP as a threat, and we can see this in the constant changes they make to Horizon OS, and with the recent announcement of their alignment with Disney to bring us 3D movies on the Quest. And the reason I think this headset is $1,000 because Meta are going to do what Meta do best. They are going to bring us a good product at a better price versus Apple's Pro product with a Pro price. Also, this year's Meta Connect, formerly known as Oculus Connect, was completely different from any other Connect showing before. This year was all about AR wearables and Horizon, and the first part of this does make sense. Meta Ray-Bans are a great product. I own Meta Ray-Bans myself and I use them all the time. And last year their Orion AR glasses was shown to a lot of tech media behind closed doors, which were apparently 10 years away from being something consumers would be able to buy. And due to the amount of interest and positive coverage Orion received, Meta share prices hit an all-time high. This positive market reaction was driven by investor optimism regarding Meta's potential leadership in AR and VR technology. So I think we should have known this was what was going to happen this year. The new Meta Ray-Ban display is Meta's foot in the door for bringing AI glasses to the world before others even have a chance, and for a pretty decent price based on what I've seen for what they can do on social media. But what I didn't realise though was how much Meta have put the brakes on everything regarding VR, especially gaming, and instead have chosen to focus on new wearables. And after all the hard work they've done over the years for VR, it does feel pretty disappointing. Meta has put VR headsets on more people in the world than anyone else. They have funded countless exclusives over the years and have poured billions into Meta Reality Labs research, so I'm sure we all know they aren't going to leave the space anytime soon. And recently they've shown some really impressive VR headset prototypes, but it definitely feels like they don't have the funds or the capacity to support what they have already built in regards to VR gaming on the Quest. Without Meta funding Quest 3 and Quest 3S exclusives like Batman Arkham Shadow, it's now up to the devs to support VR now more than ever. And there are really only a handful of developers that really go all out to support Quest 3's chip to deliver something visibly exciting like Arcanage or Endream's Reach. These devs are willing to take a risk in terms of sales by ignoring the possible popularity of Quest 2 and instead deliver something special for standalone. As for known Meta exclusives right now, we have Marvel's Deadpool, which is very cool from what I've played, but I'm not sure it's enough of a game to carry Meta through Christmas. And of course, before I forget, we also have Star Wars Beyond Victory, which I am actually interested in, but there's clearly a heavy focus on mixed reality for this title. The trailers make the pod racing look almost impossible to enjoy due to the draw distance, and it's already looking like one of those games nobody asked for as we head into 2026. It could still be good, of course, but it definitely would have been a bigger release a year ago. Because I hate to say it, the mixed reality does feel like it's lost its wow factor. It has quickly turned into a standard part of VR headsets, and in terms of gaming, has only ever delivered short demo type experiences, much like how virtual reality got started. The difference is, virtual reality still hasn't lost its wow factor, and the ceiling for what developers can do with it is much higher. The other day, I used an incredible app called Hyperscape, and it gave me that, oh my god, this is incredible moment that only virtual reality can deliver. I couldn't wait to share the demo spaces like Gordon Ramsay's kitchen with my family, because it really does feel like you're actually there, and you can actually scan your own environments in just under 10 minutes, and that again is truly incredible. It made me wish I could go back in time and capture all the places that have been very special to me throughout my life, so then I could revisit them all over again, because hyperspace is a real reminder how immersive VR can be. Now, to go full circle back to Quest 4, I don't mind hardware being 3 or 4 years apart, but if you don't support your own current product like the Quest 3 with exciting new hardware and exclusives throughout its life cycle, people will move on. It's software that sells hardware, And Meta's full focus on Horizon this year, again, is something I feel investors of Quest simply aren't that interested in. Meta is focusing on an audience based on Quest user metrics, due to the increase of younger players who want free things to do in VR, like Gorilla Tag, I Am Cat and Animal Company. But they seem to be unknowingly feeding this change, but talking about it like this shift is completely natural. The money spent on developing Horizon OS and Horizon Worlds could have been put into funding new VR games. But let's also consider this could prove to be a great long-term strategy. All these free-to-play VR gamers will eventually grow up and will be seeking high-quality games and experiences from big-name game devs and big IPs.
That's it, Mark. I'm moving to the metaverse.
Nope. But as of right now, I'm simply not sure how Meta is going to play this out over the next couple of years, especially after what we've experienced in 2025, which hasn't been the greatest year for VR enthusiasts. This is why there's so much interest in Valve's Decade, aka Steam Frame right now. Gamers want a powerful premium standalone VR headset that also has a focus on high fidelity with PSVR, and mixed reality is just something that's nice to have. I'm glad people have Horizon to enjoy, but for me and many others, it's the first thing I avoid when I put on my Quest, and it's the first thing that Meta want to push in my line of sight, making mine and everyone else's first interaction pretty unwelcoming. The user experience isn't catered to the people who have been in VR for all these years, the ones who see virtual reality as truly unique, a special technology that is far more immersive than anything Horizon Worlds or mixed reality can offer. I don't want this video to simply be a moan, but I am just worried how things are shaping up. There are some Meta exclusives apparently still to come that we don't know about, and the next 3 months will definitely be good for VR gamers, but unless something happens for 2026, it's the first year I'm actually worried about how things are going to be next year. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything I've said today that resonates with you or the points you disagree on. Thanks to anyone who leaves a like on the video, and I'll see you on the next one.